watch some Brawlhalla. Then we're gonna play, of course. Just play a little, just a little Hala, just a little Hala. It's been a minute. I was just dooming about my future. Oh my god. Finally. Damn. But yeah, we're watching the NA Top 12 right now. I can finally turn this off. Damn. Alright, so we got a Mega Man. What the hell is this person's name? Is Vivi? Oh, the breakdancer chick? Alright, and Priya, the Chakram one. I have actually not even seen any Chakram gameplay, nothing like that. I don't know how good they are. I don't know how OD they are. I don't know if they're bad or anything like that. I know nothing about Brawlhalla's meta going forward. I just know that if you play Great Sword or Hammer, you are incredible. No, if you play Great Sword or like Lance, you're incredibly carried. This is coming from a Gauntlet's Orb player. Yeah, I mean Petra. Fuck you. I don't care. Okay, we doing some great spacing with the blaster nooch here. Ooh, Chakram throw. Okay, so when you throw them, it gets a bigger hitbox. I suspect. Oh my god. Ooh, what a sig there. Take the first stock. All right, Priya's on the back foot here. I think it's Sandstorm versus Balloon Boy. I still can't believe Sandstorm's playing this fucking goddamn game, bro. But at least they're putting out content that's keeping them interested, I suppose. Because I don't think it's the tournament scene alone that's keeping them playing. Alright, we're doing big swings out here. We're just doing blasters plus battle boots. We're just swinging out here. More. We're just... It's this nooch right here. It's the blaster nooch. That shit is oppressive if it's done properly. Ooh, was that a normal or was that a sig? I hope that was a normal, because I can just imagine gauntlets plus chakrams just... Ooh, that sounds delicious to me. Oh, you can throw them like boomerang. Okay, hang on. Chakrams might be kind of nice. Hold on. Okay, we just doing everything and anything under the sun. Oh my goodness, just interrupting every single approach with the neutral. OD, we try to go for the kill here. Oh, but Priya turns it around. Okay, Sandstorm, I see you. Do a little weapon starve. Alright. Very nice. Yeah, we're going to play that in a minute. We're just going to watch the top 12. I haven't started watching this. I started watching this like 4 hours in, so... if I missed any highlights or any cool clip-worthy spectator quality plays, I have not seen them. Go ahead and link them for me in the chat, if you will. Appreciate y'all. Just more spacing, just superior blaster neutral right now. Just Jesus, man. I'm surprised Vrax isn't like more represented, since he's got great blaster neutral and he's got rocket lance. Like, the boy is carried in 2 different regards. But battle boots also look really ridiculous at a high level. I think a lot of it comes from the fact that battle boots just gives you a lot of horizontal movement when you use it, so it's really good at gliding and making the most out of exacerbated jumps. That was a pretty convincing win there for Balloon Boy. He kind of deconstructed the fuck out of Sandstorm's neutral. It happens, though. It happens. You know, this is where the adjustments are made. This is where the wheat's divided from the chaff. This is where the men become boys. I mean, the boys become men. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh my god, we have to turn the game off again because cross progression just... Ugh. Gotta load this shit up again. Yeah, look at that. Just evasion plus blaster neutral. The light from blasters is just oppressive. Really good for punishing. Really good for extending. Just really solid pressure tool overall. Yeah, it's really tough. Okay, we're just mixing over, we're doing some movement mix over the weapon pickup. Oh, that was a nasty little, ooh, that was a nasty little number. See, this is just a zoner battle. It's all about patience and spacing. And that's bad. But Balloon Boy doesn't have blasters right now, so if Sandstorm's going to capitalize, he has to be now. We're playing some really big moves out here. We're just running the neutral, and we're showing Balloon Boy we're not afraid to play the slow game. Right? If you think I'm going to just get impatient and let you run me over with blasters, no. And I know you're afraid to approach me with boots because my movement is much better than yours. I have stronger reads, and my combos hurt more. So really, blasters is kind of like the great equalizer in this matchup. Because look at these chakram combos, man. There it is. The adjustments have been made. Adjustments have been made. If he doesn't have blasters to enforce spacing and nooch, then Sandstorm just gets to run in and oh, what a read. What a read. He almost killed him for that, but he already gravity canceled. This is all, okay. First stock down, but Balloon Boy might as well have already lost his second. That is crazy. This is setting up to be an amazing showcase right here. Both players' skills. Because Balloon Boy is doing a great job forcing Sandstorm to play slow and react to him. But Sandstorm is showing why he's still a top player. Like, man, I'm seeing right through all these strats. You're too afraid to approach me, so you just want to enforce spacing. Okay, let me show you what happens the one time I get in. I'm going to make you want to run the entire time. Burn all your jumps, burn all your evasion, so I can capitalize on the one touch I get. But there seems to be that Chakram does really, oh my god, edge of screen kill. Whoa, what a way to bring this back. Alright. Sandstorm burning through a lot of his options, though. That's why he can't go for any of these kills off the setups he hits. Big buttons being thrown on right now. I can't tell what are SIGs and what are actual buttons. Okay, that's got to be recovery. Yeah, that's recovery. That's got to be neutral. That's recovery. He just killed him. There's the adjustment. Adaptation. That was a really impressive showing from Sandstorm and his adaptive ability. But it was also a really great display of Balloon Boy's ability to really take control of the pace of a match and dictate how his opponent approaches him. Nice. Trap him with the combo. Oh, we went for the read. Were we expecting a dodge? Yeah, we were expecting a dodge. Dodge up. So Sandstorm's going for the dodge up in response a lot. I don't think Balloon Boy's... Yeah, it's probably because he's expecting Balloon Boy to do the up light. Okay. I just noticed Priya looks like Seadra. Are they related in any way? I mean, they both have sword. And that complexion, like they both have very close complexions. The hair color is similar too. Is there some lore there that I'm missing out on? What a dodge on the SIG, man. I don't know how he managed to do that without actually dodging. He just straight jumped over it. Absolute mega evasion. Okay, look at this. Push to the brink. All right, still afraid. He's just remember. Balloon Boy does not want to press Sandstorm in a physical confrontation. He wants to enforce space and make Sandstorm respect his range neutral. That's a good sig right there. Caught him slipping. Okay, clearly he wants chakrams. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was D-Light from Chakram. Yeah, that's D-Light. Oh my goodness. That was D-Light. Oh my god. I don't even know what are buttons. We might have to lab chakrams a little bit, yo. Big swings over here from Balloon Boy. Getting back on the stage. Securing the neutral tools. We're just running around, jumping, trying to get a poke out of Balloon Boy so we can punish the long recovery of a whiff shot. Magnificent. We got on the stage. We have Balloon Boy off stage. We're pressuring. Oh, we didn't pressure too much. Definitely could have got something a bit more worthwhile out of that pressure, but I understand his apprehension because gun up light's actually absurd. But so is, I think that would have been up air though. Gun up air is also absurd. It's really good for keeping people from jumping in on you. Oh my god, these are some offstage combo tools. It's like looking at Sword and Scythe with Kid. Like Sword and Scythe had a child and a chakram. Yeah, Sandstorm's locked in. Sandstorm's got to download it. Like Balloon Boy's got to do something to really shake up the game here. Either he's got to go for another pick the next one, or he's got to be a lot more aggressive with blasters. But I don't think he plays blasters for the offensive capabilities of blasters. It's definitely a stall keep out tool that's brought him up to top 12. But now that he's fighting like some of the best, you know they can see very clear through that. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Mixing it up, making sure to get the boots out of here. Want to get back to the neutral tools? Just do what we know best. Oh my goodness, what an uplight! Just uppercutted that man to space. Look at the spacing right here. The spacing from both. You can see Sandstorm's a bit more hesitant. It's his final stock, and he doesn't want to give up needless damage to blaster neutral. Oh my god! Chakram up air is ridiculous. No, not up air. That's up recovery. That's recovery. Chakram recovery looks ridiculous, man. That was insane though. That's wild works. Okay, here we go. So let's see. Is Balloon Boy making any adaptations? He didn't change characters, so I think that's gonna come back to bite him in the ass. I think Sandstorm's got Mega Man locked in. I think he's got him fully downloaded. And there's nothing that Balloon Boy is really going to do that's gonna shake Sandstorm at this point. At this point, I think it's more Balloon Boy doesn't have anyone else he believes is able to handle Sandstorm's neutral with what was her name? Syria? Not Syria. Syra? Something. It's something sexy. I ain't gonna lie. But this is a very scary matchup here for Balloon Boy. He's fighting a fully confident Sandstorm that has him downloaded. We all know, we can all clearly see it now. It's game 4. We can clearly see that blasters is nothing more than a neutral tool for Balloon Boy. Getting defensive pokes, keep out pokes. He's not going in for any deep combos. He's not trying to kill with blasters unless he knows Sandstorm is in kill range. So he's leaving absolutely nothing to chance here versus the Chakram play. See, that's exactly why he doesn't want to commit to any kills with blasters, because that could have easily been his life right there. Okay. Chakram up recovery just looks absurd. And Chakram weapon throw looks absurd. I like the idea of experimenting with weapons being more useful for one reason or the other when they're oh my god, what was that? What was that? I don't know these buttons, man. I need to know what the hell these buttons are. I know if I shut the fuck up, the commentators will probably tell me, but damn it, I'm commentating. This is my stream. Ages. Oh my goodness, this is some. Yeah, you can see it. Bloom Boy is not trying to deal with spot dodging against sword is insane. Okay, forward sig. Oh, that was down sig. What the fuck? That was down sig. That advancing sig. Okay, forward sig. I don't think he needs to play pristine. I just think he needs to really focus on the keep out aspect of his gameplay, right? As opposed to like trying to really capitalize on damage. He's just racking up tons of damage, doing these keep out pokes, making sure a Sandstorm can't get in, or if he does try to get in, he gets hit right back out. We're just maintaining, as you can see, Bloom Boy is maintaining max range. Max range. He's not leaving anything to chance. He was in the lab for hours, making sure that, what a fucking side air, bro. What a stare from Mega Man here. Wow. Omega lulz. Okay, Sandstorm on the back foot here. There's okay. Bloom Boy's kind of locking in with the gauntlets, with the blasters a little bit. We're really trying to push our advantage here. Oh, and there it goes. There it goes. I mean, we still have a bit of one, but half a stock. That 50%. If you're going up against Riddles and he's at 50%, are you really gonna say he's half out, or you say you're half in? Because I'll tell you, players like Sandstorm don't care if they're down like a couple of percent on a stock. Man, they will make that comeback. Wow, what a late hit confirm. Man, that dare from Chakram just looks deadly. Oh, there's the combo. No gravity cancel. Oh yeah, he's pretty much dead on the next triangle press, to be honest. Okay. Ooh, we're swinging barehanded. Okay. Oh, he tried to reverse B that shit. Okay. Oh, he dropped the kill. There it is. Oh, but he didn't die. Oh, the weapon throw saved him. Oh, that's it. Sandstorm made the full adaptation. Yeah, he was. Yeah, good shit. Priya, that's her name. Priya is sick. This is a sick character. Nice, nice, nice. What a cook, man. What a cook. Man was chefing today for real. I wouldn't exactly call it a nail biter, but there was definitely some really tense moments between these two exchanges. But 100%, I think Sandstorm, right from the moment he realized that Bloom Boy was never going to press him with gauntlets, he was like, okay, so he's just going to play keep out. So I just need to modify how I approach him on every approach, and he's going to get cooked. And that's for the most part what he was doing. He was just modifying his approach slightly every time, using a different option, choosing to not do anything, choosing to just fade away, you know, feint the strike. Oh god, graphic novel, y'all. The game is sick, but it's not. It can't be hitting that hard. It can't be hitting that hard. Graphic novel. That's cute. Not hating, but it's cute. I like that. I won't pre-order it, but if it's good, if I hear good things about it, if chat's willing to be so kind to me, I would 100% give that a read. But yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy that shit.
Gonna get in here. Gucci is locking in on that Linfei, and Marky Moo, we're gonna see the Mordex.
All right.
Mordex.
So this should be good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
a lot of big If you guys couldn't hear it better before, you'll be able to hear it better now.
Right. We're gonna be getting. I mean, depending on what Gooey feels like playing, we might get some Queen 9 later if we see a loss in game 1. Some Lucian. The Lucian was cool, right? But you know, this one's gonna be weird because I think, and you can correct me here, but like, has Gooey beaten Marky like ever? Like that's a question that I have. If it was,
I will let you know in just one second, sir.
I'm sure like maybe earlier on in the season before Marky was as established, but now my feeling is that I think this is heavily favored Marky, but I could just be talking out my butt. So you let me know.
Oh,
Okay. It's Marky Moo versus. I'm gonna just call him Bao because it's Bleach Bao or something like that.
Every single set between him and Marky.
When was the last time they played?
Sharpest knife from the girl when it comes to pronouncing people's names.
Oh snap! All right, never mind. I take back everything.
Mordex versus
who
is this?
I've been glazing Marky too much, but I mean we're looking at the screen here, and Marky does have the lead. So you know.
Yeah.
Cool. Makes me sound better. But apparently,
Marky Moo about to
doesn't
go for
lose
some
to this
nasty
guy.
side 3.
So maybe today's
he
the
already
first day.
contested it. He did side. Oh my God. Yeah, he did side light and the side light.
Marky Moo does have the lead.
And the reason he did that was because he wanted to see what the initial reaction to the side light is, because that's the common combo setup. So he just wanted to test his opponent's defensive. No, he missed the. Oh my God, he barely missed Edge's stage. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. That's why he dive kicked like that. He tried to reach a very edgy stage, but he missed.
He was ready to do more.
Just by a very narrow margin, underestimated the distance, but he still has more than enough of a lead over the Linfei here.
Be able to bring back some of this damage deficit just a little bit. Ooh, and that recovery does not hurt. Finished up with a Sair. Marky Moo with the Nair though. Can Gooey find his way back up on stage? Weapon throw is out. Marky Moo with a well-placed recovery, well-placed stock.
Yeah,
and
just like that.
On his final
Linfei is on the last legs.
Okay, yeah. We're checking this
last
out
live
in real time.
Mordex is looking mighty confident here. Scythe is just scary. When you fight someone who's confident with their side skills, and they honestly believe they can like read you as a player, like they care. Forces to be recognized. Oh my God! Nah, that is some year 1 Mordex shit right there. Not the year 1 Mordex fucking recovery trap. Nah, fam. Okay, why'd y'all have to do that to my boy Marky Moo? Why y'all have to show the SD, bro? Why y'all have to do him like that? Let my boy have his highlight play.
Any problem at all was Sandstorm. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Be gone and boom.
Yep.
The classic Mordex.
Through this bracket.
Get Mordexed.
And yeah, the only time he's lost.
Let me see if I can make.
Was against Sandstorm all day long.
Okay. So then, you know, he's playing hot, right?
He is playing very hot.
Extremely, you know, at boiling point, ready to go ahead and deal some lasting damage here. But Gooey, on the other hand, has been playing really well today, and that can't be understated. Swapping over to the Loki here, which maybe...
Worth.
I mean, you got the clip, bro. Hey, if that was last stock, Marky would have won there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes you just got to pop out and show somebody.
Okay. Guichibu on the Loki, I really like this pick. It mixes it up. I'm sure Marky Moo is not real used to Gooey's Loki at this point.
My goodness, Mordex just popped up. He said, if I'm going down, you going down with me. I'm taking my combo, motherfucker. There's shit you can do about it. I'm flexing on you now. That's all Mordex is doing. Mordex is now flexing. He's like, nah, I got this in the bag, bro.
A little weird, a little off-tempo.
No pursuing. I mean, he's got gauntlets, so that's a hell of a risk.
Contort his hurt box, right?
Okay,
like,
so we got the Nyx out this
really
time.
Strong pick if you're trying to mix up someone in a game 2
no, wait,
swap.
that's
so
not
we'll
Nyx. This is quite nice.
Able to deal with it. So far, the answer is he's hanging on. And
no,
this
is Nyx, right?
I mean,
this is Nyx.
Got that first stock in kind of like a self-destruct.
This is 100% Nyx.
Cool stock take, I guess. But then Gooey answers right back with that side sig. I mean, we've been seeing how much he's been throwing that one out. I mean, even day one when Loki dropped, I looked at that sig and I was like, yep, that one's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You know, no doubt in my mind.
Loki's got a few of those, actually.
Yeah, no, he's, hey, as he should. Keep him guessing.
Oh, nice nair from Markimu.
Just yoink him.
Guichibu got
Yoinky
that jump there
sploinky.
at the very end, able to get back up, touch the wall, put Markimu out of position to be able to punish it.
Yoinky
Ooh, okay, got the
sploinky.
dare high up in
Come
the air.
here.
D-Light is going to whiff, but Gui is right underneath them. We see a couple nairs come out. Ooh, the signature rips.
Yep.
Markimu is able to go and punish it. Guichibu back up on
Just
stage, misses
getting
the
in
edge
that
guard.
damage.
Saring,
Playing some neutral.
or nairing
Let
Markimu
them know we're
off
not
stage,
afraid to
rather.
get down and
Yeah, you
dirty.
can see using that down sig as well to try and cover
But
the
Nyx
ledge
is
in a manner
terrified
kind of
right
similar
now.
to
Oh, we
Jiro.
went for the double Dutch punch.
But not able to have it hit there. But these juggles are really strong from
All right,
Gui
we went
here.
for the gauntlet
Just kind of
special.
getting the recovery after recovery.
Side light into
down
up
lighting
recovery.
as an anti-air as well.
Yeah, we had to
Marky
delay
with
at
a
that
great
time. Oh
delay
no,
on the
that's
way down
Loki.
there, trying to
Okay,
get
that's
by that end
Loki.
sig, and Gui's
Never
gonna keep
mind.
representing
I'm
it,
sorry,
even
everyone
though
was probably
Marky
yelling at me.
knows that
Queen
that's what he's
Nine,
going for.
Nyx,
That was a bit
brother,
too
that's
telegraphed,
Loki.
I think.
I see that now.
I mean,
I see that now.
already
Once
tried
I
it
saw the
one
sig,
time,
everything
maybe,
made sense.
sometimes when you're playing Brawlhalla, you end up in a situation where
Oh my
you do
God.
something, your opponent does
Homie
the
didn't
correct
care. He
counterplay
said,
to
I'm
it,
going
and
to
you
die
think
for this
that your opponent
combo,
is
and you're going
believe,
to die
oh,
with
well,
me.
now that I've shown I can deal with it, surely
Honestly, the only way
he's
to
not
play.
going to do it again. And so I think he kind of bet it all on, oh, just because he dodged it doesn't mean I won't do it again to try and spook him. And Marky was like, no, like I did figure this layer of the Yomi out. So now up 2-0 against Guichibu, who he's never beaten before.
And Guichibu,
Okay.
we're
Well,
not
what
seeing
are
a
we up
legend
to now?
swap,
What are we up to?
But we're gonna. He's
Playing some more of that deadly neutral.
enough in the Loki that we're just gonna do a drip swap.
Okay. Drip's not
I
dripping
don't know
right
if
now.
I agree
Okay,
with
who
it.
we got this time?
Markimu
We
already
are
piecing
playing a
up that
side
first
character.
stock. Guichibu, you gotta
Nice.
do something right now.
wait.
He is literally
good.
getting rid of you.
Oh my God! All these
Okay.
recoveries were getting off
Nice response from
stage.
Gucci
We
there.
had
Just really
helped
had
each
to
other
get
live.
onto the stage.
Scythe
Refresh
plus
some of those-
guitars. Who is
those
that?
Options. Has the guitars
I'll know it
in
as
now,
soon as it.
holds down the ground
Still
pound,
Loki, right?
And a delayed dodge from Markimu is able to get him back onto the stage.
don't know who
Gucci
this
maybe a
is.
little bit impatient.
It's the
trying to
skin,
secure
bro.
that
It's the
edge guard,
skin. I have
but,
no clue
I
what
mean,
this is.
finally
Yeah,
lands
it's
that
still
down,
Loki.
gets bitten by the Viper. It's gonna be some good damage for Guichibu there, but not gonna.
No,
confirm
I did not pay
anything larger
attention to
than
the
that. These
goddamn
guys are
ready
going
up
neck and neck.
screen. Not at all. Not in the slightest.
Okay. Markimu
Oh,
did
gauntlet
a
combo.
Good string there off the gauntlet.
Man, I love hitting my gauntlet combos.
side
I
sig
feel
again,
like
there
such
it
a
is.
cool kid when I'm
Throwing out
chasing
the
you
neutral.
down. Like all
Can
you
he
see is
catch
Peter
it?
Griffin
Okay,
running at you
very
from the
nice.
crowd, ready to
That
punch you
was,
in your
that was
shit.
very clean from Gooby there. Gonna go
Where's
ahead
Peter
and confirm
Griffin's
that
skin?
stock.
That needs to be a thing, so I can
The
actually
way
run
that
up at
this
you and
set has
punch you
been
in your
going,
shit.
Gucci
I love
Boo
Peter
definitely
Griffin.
needs to
Oh
keep-
my goodness, what a
keep
punish
working,
on the
keep
whiff
trying to
sig.
grind out that
Yeah,
damage
that's got a
because
really
Markimu
good like
get
tall
everything he can out of
hitbox,
the
but
stock.
like
Oh, and that is a
once you
good
get
one.
under it,
Go!
there's no. Oh my God! Returned. He
Markimu
returned. He
with that
said,
bottom
"Death combo
45.
to
You know,
me.
this
Death
one
combo
is
to
optimal
you."
for Gui in comparison to
Okay,
Markimu's
hang
stock in the
on.
last
Bow's
game.
kinda
Gui
cooking right
was
now.
up by a
Or Bow,
stock,
a
so
Bow,
it's
a
worth
Bow,
it for him
a
to
Bow.
go off
I'm gonna call him a
stage,
Bow.
say, you know what, goodbye to my
Gotcha,
stock.
Bow.
and Make a
Gucci
clip
Bow.
out of
Gucci
Markimu,
Bow.
which isn't something that we get to see very often these
I'm gonna call him
days. Usually the
Gooch.
one
He's
clicking
Gooch
other
now.
people.
Hello,
But
Gooch.
Gucci Boo saying,
So
hold on,
Gooch out here,
learning
he's
something
cooking.
today, and we'll see if Marky can answer
Coo-
back.
coo-
But, I mean, Gucci
coochin'.
desperately
Coochin'.
needs this victory in this game.
He's
for either
cooking
to have
on
a
Markimu
shot
right
at
now.
going to the Royale. We need to win this game and 2 others past that.
All right,
so
landing on the
you
platform,
have
get
to
a recovery
convert
back,
this
so we don't have to
huge
deal with
lead you
any
have
ground
into a
mix
victory
from
now,
the.
brother.
Yeah, I mean,
Still playing some
too
strong
more after
neutral.
this is
Just
one thing, but he still
wow,
has to
what a
convert this
read!
one. This is
He's like he's
Markimu
gonna
we're
thirst
talking
for me
about.
as soon as he sees me move.
Okay. Markimu, nice hit. Okay, the ground.
He
pound
said,
going down.
"That's how
Gucci
you
Boo
do it,
opts to go
buddy.
back on the
That's
stage,
how you
grab
do
that
it."
weapon. Guitars in hand, big whiff. Markimu's gonna punish
Subtle
it,
little flex.
finish it up with the recovery. Can he
And we
catch
get our
landing? He
guitars
does,
back,
but he
just
misses the
to
recovery.
ensure
Gucci
that
Boo is
the next
able to
one
survive a
get-
little longer, but that is gonna go and take out the stock. Markimu, deep red, lot
No,
of
that's
trouble
only if
right
you get
here.
the
I
pickup.
think Gucci Boo is gonna make his way on the scoreboard
We
here.
just
I
wanted to
hope
deter him
so. I
from
mean,
swinging on me.
Marky manages to get
Oh
around
yeah,
this
see that's
sig
got a
here.
vanishing
It's
heart
little
box.
tricky
Oh
where you
yeah.
go on the
Oh,
platform
I
with
bet
it if he
that
wants to.
fucking sig is
This time,
annoying
that's
as hell.
exactly what we see from
Plus,
Gucci Boo trying to mix it
protruding
up.
hurt,
Marky,
a
though,
hitbox
I mean,
in
needs
the form
one
of a
opening.
projectile.
This is more
What the
that's on
fuck?
sights we're talking
Why is that
about
a
here.
thing?
We saw what Marky could do
At
with
least
that
the
first
recovery's
stock.
okay,
He
OD.
does it here again. Gucci Boo's going to be in trouble.
Okay,
You can see
Mordex is
has no
100%
weapon
bringing
here,
this
has to
back
land.
because
Marky
it looks
tried
like
to catch it with the
see
down
Gucci was
sig,
playing
not
too
a
much.
bad
Gucci was
play
playing too
at
much.
all. overall.
But
just
he
messed up
got
his
the job
spacing
done
a
in the end.
little bit. And,
And they're being
took
toxic to
advantage
each
of
other.
it.
They're
He got a
mad.
punish of his own.
They're mad at each other.
Honestly, I want to see this replay. He absolutely cooked that stock.
On his second stock here. Oof.
Oh, hit him again. Oh, goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't even think he needed that last Sayer, but he got
That
it.
wind is
This
picking
person-
up. Motherfucker whipping out there.
Oh, he was so close with that down sig. Just
Nice little guarantee. Nice little
maybe
guarantee.
needed to
We like
slide
those.
off
We
the
take
stage
those.
a little bit more to make it work. But Guichabu putting himself on the board here. Needs to win 2 more on Demon Island. Markimu just trying to work his way through this one so he can have a shot at Balloon Boy and a chance at the Royale, but Richibu trying to stop that from happening. He wants a spot for himself.
Absolutely. A lot riding on this game, and unfortunately for either
probably
one,
shrink the
whoever wins,
output
they still
size,
got to go
so my
fight
monitor
Balloon Boy
size.
to be able to get that
My
Royale
monitor
spot.
is abnormally
So
large.
this is only the beginning of their struggle. Marky Moo going to go ahead and get the scythe in hand. He's at a bit of a damage deficit starting out game number 4 here. Ooh, Marky Moo whiffing on the Nair.
Probably just
Richibu opting to take the long rainbow approach to go over to the right side of the stage, come back, does go ahead and connect that neutral sig. Marky Moo whiffing on the side light, gonna go ahead and punish the signature from Richibu and continuing to put the pressure on stage. Can he confirm the stop? No, Richibu's able to put his feet back down on stage.
Yeah, you can see Marky's like trying to delay so he can catch Richibu on the way in with a side air so he didn't have a dodge. But Guichi gets to turn around here, but that weapon throw is going to miss, and it gives Marky a chance to get back onto the stage. Picks up the weapon, immediate sig. We've been talking about that
what
all day,
an
man. I'm telling you.
immediate sig right after picking up the weapon.
Like Loki, that side sig, you ain't getting out the way in time, bro. There's no way.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Okay, we're back playing some more neutral.
Marky
Mordex is really just trying to keep the space alive so he can get his weapon back and get the weapon back. And we're just throwing out the sigs right now. But, you know, we whiff our sides out here through the dodge. Get a punish, but it's not a good punish, so we're chilling. Weapon throw, try to persuade him from coming up too early. Maybe we're trying to get a good snipe.
Again.
Another side sig. We're just sigging right now. We're doing the Loki special.
Is Loki his kryptonite?
I think the skin on the Loki might be the kryptonite.
Oh, okay, we got it. But we racked some serious damage on our second stock.
Marky Moo's got some work to do here. He has the scythe in hand, not going to chase Richibu up in the air, staying out of the way of the neutral sig.
Oh my god, that damn sig, man.
Okay, Marky
Vanishing hurtbox plus
a
traveling hitbox is
not dodging
not
after
fun.
these end lights, and Marky's not catching on to it. The past 2 or 3 he's gone for, Gucci has just fallen out of his stun. It's time for Marky to either just go for the immediate nair or just go end light, but you can't just keep letting Richibu get away with not dodging. You have to condition him to do it. But at this point, like, it might be a little too late. We'll see. Marky with a really gonna be enough. He couldn't find a way.
Oh my goodness, Mordex! Don't ever let the dream stay dead.
One more side light if he gets the dodge read right.
We playing out of our minds right now.
We can go ahead and bring this to even. Almost had it there, but Richibu was just low enough to not get caught by it, but it doesn't matter. Marky's suddenly turning the jets on, and now we're cooking with gas.
So about 50% at the final stock versus 100% at the final stock. I see Marky Moo making this comeback. That was such a reckless read there. That was such a reckless play on the down recovery like that.
Go ahead and punish that signature. Oh, nice recovery from Gucci though. Oh, missed on the dare. Let's Gucci get another shot in. That's what's going to happen off stage. Gucci going to go ahead and push.
I don't like that.
He might be in trouble.
He barely touched. He barely touched.
Side of the stage. He missed the ground pound though. How unfortunate.
Oh wait, this might be the opening that Richibu needed here. I think Marky could have confronted the edge guard. The side
come on, Mark.
Luckily, not too much.
You got this, Marky Moo.
Because that would just make it way too overpowered.
Don't get side sigged again, please.
Here we are. I mean, Marky,
please don't get side sigged again.
Set up. He wants to go.
Oh, he had the read.
Single hit into a signature setup.
That's it.
Almost.
That was beautiful. Disarm.
One more opening for Marky Moo. Guichibu needs a weapon. And where's the spawn on the right side? And Marky Moo's domain.
Wow, what a sig. But we're too far away.
Loki
too far away for it to kill us.
The oomph like that in the tank. The weapon throw.
We're barely alive here.
Guichibu
I know we've kind of like internalized Marky Moo right now, but it's because we're Gauntlet players. We're biased. Oh my god. Oh, he almost had to kill twice. 3 times. It's going to be an immediate sig.
Soon. How does Richibu get down here? He burns the recovery. The dog.
There it is. Oh, there's an opening. It's time.
How does he get back to the stage? He tries to drift.
Boom! There it is.
Patient enough. That's clutch.
There it is. Hold forward on neutral light with gauntlets always.
As I saw Marky Moo start to warm up in that
Hold
last
that
game,
shit.
I was like, no, that's a wrap, bro.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. He did not want that to go to another game. Guichibu.
That was locked. That was locked.
Day from the Lin of Fei GOAT. Couldn't quite get it done. Missing out on the Royale, unfortunately. But you know what? There's not enough spots for everybody.
Woo. Yeah, and you know, got to give it to Marky Moo as well.
That was
defeating one of his demons, I guess, right? Getting that first set victory against Richibu.
But I knew Marky had this. I knew Marky had this. Loki doesn't have the survivability that Mordex does.
Yes. You know, it's terribly close. Could have gone either way. Could have very easily been a Game 5 set. But, I mean, you can even see it there and kind of the damage graph there. There was just a moment where Marky just stopped taking damage. Like, you know, like.
It really did.
it just straight line.
Straight line in the sand and said, no, but this stops here. that was just, it always impresses me, you know, not just Markimu, but, you know, a lot of these high tier players, you know, as Brawlhalla players
you got
ourselves, it is just
the plush
mental
right there.
strength that blows me
Got
away
the
sometimes.
Holy Mordex plush.
Just being able to make those adjustments on the fly, adjust your play style, adjust your weapons, adjust the way you think, to be able to adapt, it is so impressive to me. And Markimu showing us how it's done, adapting and overcoming, and making his way into top 3 to battle Balloon Boy for that second Royale spot.
Yeah, and this one is definitely going to be a banger, right? Like, for sure going to be one of the best sets of the night. But before we can hop into that, we have to go to a quick break. And when we return, we will have the elimination finals of Balloon Boy versus Markimu. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
It feels like there's a desync. Oh, that's right. Let me see if I can fix it a little bit. Okay. I'm hoping that helped. Oh yeah, gauntlets are 100% still relevant. I don't care what anybody says. Gauntlets are relevant. They're OD. If you can't use them, it's a skill issue on your part. They're not carried. You actually need to be good to play gauntlets, and I'm not just saying that because like the only weapon I care to lab is gauntlets. Whew. Y'all have been playing this game for almost 10 years. How you feel? Oh, let me. Yes, I can. Okay, self-political. Oh, there she is. My girl, Petra. Priya looks so cool. Oh, oops. There we go. What's the character's lore?
I'm wondering about you. I'm wondering what you do. I'm wondering about you. I'm wondering.
Enemy of Dusk, I like that.
I'm wondering what you do.
And we are back with more of the Spring Championship. This time we are diving into the elimination finals where we are going to be seeing Markimu go up against the Balloon Boy. I'm Flambeau, joined by Slow Motion. Slow-Mo, how you feeling after that last set?
Exhilarated.
Okay.
It was, this is a crazy top 8. This is a crazy top 8. And this is going to be a battle. I mean, I'm thinking back at all of the sets we have watched today, and this Markimu Balloon Boy set is about to go ham.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. Both these players, their unique play styles, both so good at adapting, both so good at overcoming. Balloon Boy ain't gonna be able to complain because he lost the Chakrams in this set. You know, this is just going to be a good old-fashioned Brawlhalla. This is to get back into Grand Finals, and the winner of this set will have a trip taken care of to come to the Spring Royale.
Yeah, and I think that's really, I mean, for a lot of people, at least I know me, obviously competitors love playing for some good old bragging rights.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, in a tournament like this, if I'm getting top 2, I have hit the goal, right? I don't necessarily care if I win. Sure, if I do, that's more spoils, more money. But at the end of the day, I'm going to the Royale, all expenses paid, and that's what's most important. So we'll see which of these 2 competitors can go ahead and secure that spot as we load up onto Demon Island for the first game of the Elimination Finals, marking on the Mordex, Balloon Boy on that Mega Man.
That's actually a really good point, because I promise you right now, at this second in time, and neither one of these players are thinking about Sandstorm at all.
Yep.
It is
Balloon
right
Boy
here,
versus
right
Marky
now.
Moo. Where's his
And
loser side?
Moo, wait a second.
No, it's winner
Balloon
side.
Boy, that is not how you want to start the set, my brother, because 20 seconds and that first stock is gone.
Yeah, no, I mean, you want to talk about speed. Marky Moo got somewhere to be.
The grand finals with Sandstorm.
Said it's a Sunday night. I got school tomorrow. You know, I got to get up early in the morning. Come on, Balloon Boy, let's get this cooking. But Balloon Boy trying to answer back now. You know, has those blasters in hand, really trying to
The scythe movement is
just
crazy.
piece him up as he's been piecing up the rest of the competition today. But Marky Moo is a different breed here, coming hot off that win against Guichibu in a nail biter of a game 4, but ultimately winning the set 3-1. Balloon Boy now looking
Playing
like
aggressive,
kind
man.
of lapped a bit. He's almost at that point here. I mean, Marky Moo just needs to get one more stock and he'll have a 2 stock advantage on Balloon Boy. And he just
good
yoinks him
grab.
out of the downset. What a brave man.
Ooh, that Nair saved a Balloon Boy stock right there. He was able to sneak it in,
Ooh,
and now
what
having
movement.
a chance to
Not a
finally
lateral
build up a little
movement,
bit of
but-
offense against Marky Moo.
not
Can he get
lateral,
the stock?
but you
He
know what I mean.
missed. Just a
I'm checking
little
brain right now.
miscalculation, hit the side of the stage, could not confirm that ground pound. And Marky Moo is going to confirm the recovery and put Balloon Boy on his final stock.
Yeah, I mean, Balloon Boy absolutely struggling with the dog. That is Marky Moo on this Mordex. I mean, we'll see if maybe able to turn it around. That NSIG we've seen him use all day. Catches spot dodge really well. Also very strong anti-air tool. Also very low recovery on it, right? So acts as a very nice all-purpose move in certain scenarios, and that's what we saw. Oh my, what a weapon toss, man. Almost double trick shotted him. Oh, if Balloon Boy didn't get that touch, that could have been a disaster. Marky Moo almost completely obliterating him in this game 1. Balloon Boy, come on, fight back. Fight back, Balloon Boy.
He's certainly trying. Got the boots on his feet and putting them all over Marky Moo right now. Marky Moo gonna fish over on the side. Couldn't find anything except some more boots from Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy with the neutral sig. Okay, we've seen him do this during our blocks today. He is clawing his way back. But Marky Moo holding down that edge guard. Gonna pull him back with the Nair. Recovery is gonna connect. Balloon Boy, no more options except that gravity cancel sidelight is gonna put him back over in position.
And good defense from Balloon Boy on the recovery there. Marky was trying to threaten, but he's recognizing that there's just nothing he can really get guaranteed out of that situation. But here, one punch to the face on Balloon Boy is all it's going to be to secure that game 1 victory.
Nice.
And
pretty convincing.
It looked pretty
overall.
good. I think toward the end, Balloon Boy started heating up again.
Little
You know,
bit.
I always feel like when these 2 play against each other, there's always a bit of a warm-up period for either player. And, you know, there's always a moment where they're just kind of like taking turns wailing on each other until suddenly they're like, oh, wait, this is how we establish the flow is supposed to be when we go up against each other. And so hopefully game 2 will be a little bit better for Balloon Boy, but Marky Moo pretty convincingly got that dub.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive win there for Marky Moo. Very dominating performance against Balloon Boys. We see that final knockout right there. The graph tells the story. You can see that first stock from Balloon Boy, and it was really all downhill from that point.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy. I have
the
more
best way to
unarmed
put it.
KOs on Petra
You know, the other thing you
than
have
I
to think
have
about is
orb
when
KOs on
a
Petra.
stock
That's
disappears
insane
that
to me.
fast, It's like, all right, bro, I just gotta like, I lost that game. That's a mulligan. I'm not even gonna be stuck on that, right? Just like going to the next one, and I just gotta make sure I'm being extra careful.
Yeah.
I'm up against Mordex, right? I can lose my stock like that if I'm not paying attention. And for the rest of the set, we actually saw Balloon Boy have immaculate defense whenever he got sent off stage, but it was just that opener, right? Where it's like, crap, that's Marky Moo who's out there. You know what I mean? I ain't
Yeah.
just someone with a scythe. That's Marky Moo. I gotta be more careful.
All right, we're seeing the strikes come out, and we are going to go to Small World's End and see how it works out. Of course, we're not going to get any Legends swaps. Going to be
Makes
that
sense.
Mordex versus that Mega Man, and a Balloon Boy on his back foot here. See if he's going to be able to turn things around in Small World's End. 3, 2, 1 brawl. We're going to drop in, and here we go.
All right, Marky Moo Still keeping it going with this yellow dog.
Yeah, ain't nobody
Scooping
touching
up Balloon
Petra
Boy out the
in
sky,
my
getting the
roster
hands on him,
even close to
firming into
any-
that pummel
like
as well.
any of her
Balloon
KO
Boy just
marks.
trying to answer
Yeah.
back, you know. He's trying to get a few shots in here and there, but trying to play with Marky off stage. Are you going to regret it, though? I mean, he's trick shotting off the wall. He's trying to nair you. Good defense from Balloon Boy. He
Ooh,
does
good
get
poke
back.
up.
Only takes a recovery for his troubles. I mean, considering how badly that could have gone, I think that's pretty good for Balloon Boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think he came out on a good end on that one. It could have been a lot worse for sure. Nice fadeaway
putting in some
Sayer.
leads right
Gonna
now.
whiff on the side sig though as Marky Moo now locks in for this edge guard. Oh,
sick.
Balloon Boy. He bounced
Nice.
his face right off the stage,
That
bro.
was
That's going to
sick.
be a good
Beautiful.
aside from Balloon Boy. And now, very important for Balloon Boy to get that extra credit. I know we talk about it a lot, but I think in this instance, being down the game, having that lead against Marky Moo, you want to extend this as much as possible.
Yeah, and honestly got a bit of a tough break there as well. I mean, Marky Moo kind of read him on the defensive option off that sidelight and then kind of messed up on the punish, but doesn't matter. He hunts him down anyway. It looks like Balloon Boy wasn't able to get too much with that lead. I mean, he did get small bits of damage, you know, a couple hits here and there. It's better than nothing, but Marky Moo was able to equalize that in just a matter of seconds and now has pushed himself at a fairly even game here. Balloon Boy not afraid to press that down sig,
No,
though. We've seen
not
that
at
all
all.
weekend.
We've seen that past few tournaments for him when he's on the VV. Oh my, okay. Oh, he let Marky Moo get back up a touch, though. Is he going to be able to shut down the entrance? No. Marky Moo going to get back up on stage, reset his options, and be able to get a little offense in his direction, catching Balloon Boy's landing, sending him back up off stage, whiff on the nair.
Wow.
But Balloon Boy's going to work that side sig in, going to go ahead and clear the stock off, and now Balloon Boy has Marky Moo on his final stock of the game.
Yeah, perfect damage range there for that side to connect from that positioning on Small Worlds, and you gotta love to see it when you just get your KO so efficiently. But Marky Moo here, you know, trying to return the favor, trying to scoop Balloon Boy off stage. Wall slip coming into play, gets caught by the Flame Sword. You know, Balloon Boy's happy with that damage he just got, and this punish that he's conducting with this end light as well. No punish from Marky Moo, runs off. Might have been able to get a side sig there, but you know, Mordex kind of takes a bit of a step forward there sometimes, and he might have accidentally walked into the down
Okay,
six. So
now
our
falling
Spectre
for
kind of just
the
backing off.
throw bait. Oh, the
Marky Moo
break
is going to get
dance.
that break dance in, put Balloon Boy on his final stock. And he did a pretty good job, you know, keeping out of the damage range for that stock. He's only in, we'll call that yellowish orange. He's about halfway through his stock. He definitely has time to work and be able to take this game
Balloon
number
Boy's
2 against Balloon Boy.
recovering
Balloon Boy letting that side sig fly. That was very ambitious indeed. Marky Moo not getting a whole bunch of a
upright
punish off
grab.
of it, but definitely damage did land.
Oh, so much damage racked up. Now Balloon Boy can fish for a recovery, whether it's raw, you know, falling on top of
got him.
Marky Moo, or off of the D-light conversion. Even sidelight tear in the corner. Ooh. Couldn't get the Sair to connect
Gauntlets
there, but
could
yeah,
be
Marky's
what
in dire
Marky
straits.
needs to clutch this
Balloon
out
Boy
because
this
this.
close to
Oh,
winning
well,
this
nope.
game here. Marky doesn't even have a weapon.
Yeah,
There's a
I
spawn,
get
but
it.
he can't
Guns
quite pick it up.
versus
There's a
Kung Fu,
scythe. The
like,
punish on
Rob,
Balloon
little
Boy.
Kung Fu
Nope, not
Eddie.
quick enough
You
with the
better stop
down air.
playing.
Marky's trying to make it happen. Balloon
Okay,
Boy
there it
loses
is.
a slip from his hands.
Edge's screen really
as Marky
small on
Moo
this
is
map.
too clutch and secures the second game as well. Balloon Boy probably not thinking that he was going to go for it. Kind of said, I'm not going to press the dodge button, and Marky Moo was able to pull a quick one on him.
I really feel like Marky Moo's starting to get into his head. We're seeing the mashing starting to take place from Balloon Boy. These side sigs just
Ooh,
getting thrown
that
out.
breakdance was-
not
That
knowing
was
what
some
button to
peak
push. It almost
game
seems like.
knowledge right there. That was some
He
game
is down
awareness right
2
there.
games about as gross.
Yeah, he got Small Worlds end there as well,
Yeah.
because like he did not have that much damage. Like yes, he was in the red, but like the very light red. But the fact that Marky
Okay,
was able to
playing
catch
Zariel
him
now.
on the side and hit him with the recovery that close to the left KO box is all that
Oh
he
my
needed.
God,
And now
early
he's
read
forced
from the
to
side.
swap off of the Mega Man to the Zariel, the Devil Jin, who I don't think Balloon Boy has used in tournament at all today. But you know
Ooh.
what? The Mega Man wasn't working. Had to try something else.
No, I think you're absolutely correct. I think
Yeah, I
it's
mean, this is his last chance to
100%
stay in the
been,
tournament. If he
nothing
loses here, he's
but
cooked.
Mega Man today. He's definitely favored that legend for sure.
Wow, that didn't
Woo.
hit. He charged the side sig too. It looked like he should have
What
caught
an
Marky
early
on the spot
dodge.
dodge, but maybe something about the swoop didn't quite work there with the awkward height that Marky spot dodged that. I'm not sure. Either way, Balloon Boy gonna have to find another opening, and Marky has been having a bit easier of a time securing the knockouts, but only by a bit. It truly is a game of like centimeters. You know what I'm saying?
It really is. Balloon Boy. Well, now
Nice.
it barely sneaking in that hitbox, getting Marky Moo, and that puts Balloon Boy in the lead. How very, very slight it may be.
Yeah, Gauntlets versus Scythe is
know.
scary.
Like, huge missed
Because they
opportunity
both
for
have to
Balloon
get
Boy.
pretty
Marky
close to get
goes
a
ahead and
decent
taps
lead.
it in, and we have ourselves
But
an even
whereas
battle here
Gauntlets
on
has
this
more
game 3.
explosive
Balloon
potential,
Boy needs a
Scythe
reverse
can really just
3-0
steal
to
your turn
qualify
away
for
from
the
you without
Royale.
you
Marky, on the
realizing
other
it.
hand,
And just like that,
needed
you're
to
all out of
close out
recoveries
this
and
game, and
you're
you
about
know
to get
that's
your dash
exactly
dead.
what he's looking to do here. Balloon Boy, man. Come on, show me that pulse still pulsing, man.
I know, for real. Show us something. I mean, being able to win 3 in a row is one thing, but we got to at least get 1 on the scoreboard. Balloon Boy fighting for that Royale spot, fighting to go back up top to take on a Sandstorm. And Marky Moo doing everything he can to shut it down. Balloon Boy.
Nice.
Oh! Nice gravity cancel neutral sig. Did not get the knockout on Marky Moo, but it saved Balloon Boy stop.
If Marky Moo didn't go off
I think
stage,
the most
Balloon
important
Boy
part
might have
there
cooked
is
himself
Marky
there.
Moo was just
That was
spacing
a
to
high
cover
risk,
dodge
high
up.
reward
Didn't
gamble
even
right there, and
consider
it
the
paid
fact
off
that Balloon
dividends,
Boy had
keeping
that
him in the
NSIG
stock.
in that situation, but
Oh
it doesn't
my
matter for
God.
much longer because Marky
Squeezing
was
out a
able
bit
to
more
keep
damage,
finding
that's
these
okay.
side lights,
But
which set up
holy
for KO
shit, that could have
opportunities. This
killed
time the
Marky Moo if he
recovery,
was any
KO and
lower.
Balloon Boy off the top. Balloon Boy so close yet so far away. Could the run end at third, and will
Oh,
Marky
shit, I just
Moo
realized
be
Marky
our
Moo's up
other
2 games
qualifier
somehow.
for the Royale, or can Balloon Boy put some zigzags on the vital signs? Things are not looking too great for him now, as Marky Moo stuffs out the recovery. He doesn't have much to get back with here, and he's going to use the side stick, and he gets caught on the way in by the
there it
ground
is.
pound, and
GG's,
Marky
Balloon
Moo
Boy.
will be the other North American qualifier,
GG's.
going to the Royale, taking out Balloon Boy in a 3-0 victory. I know that's your boy. I know.
That was a good set. Balloon Boy got worked, bro. Marky Moo,
He really did.
Marky Moo is
I'm not gonna lie.
Marky Moo is just so damn good at this game, bro. I can't even. What do you say? He's so good. Being able 3-0ing a Balloon Boy. That is crazy work indeed. Seeing how he got it done here with these replays right here. Don't want to take anything away from the Triple B though. 3rd place in the Spring Champs. Well played for sure, but unfortunately falling just short of that Royale spot. Sorry, homie. We'll see you at CEO.
Yeah, CEO. That's where it's at. But I mean, now we still have one question left.
Scythe
to be
was
answered,
racking
right?
up big boy
We gotta
damage.
hop on over to the grand finals, where we're gonna have Marky Moo get a 2nd shot at taking out Sandstorm. And we saw Marky Moo and Sandstorm earlier, and Marky was literally like, bro, like
That was a set. We get a repeat of that, bro.
like we already knew. It's like when you go to Sarku, Japan, and they got the little teriyaki chicken sticks, and they hand it out, right? Like, we tasted it. You know?
We already know,
we
bro.
completely dead-ass tasted it. It was in our mouth. We were like, this is so good. And then they just took the rest of the plate away. You know what I mean? Like, Marky was that close.
Right.
And so I'm like, all right, can we at least get a set this time? I don't care who wins at this point. Truth be told, they're both going to the Royale. At this point, it's all bragging rights and $300.
Well, I mean, there's somebody. Yeah, there's a couple bucks involved. But yes, Sandstorm and Marky Moo securing the spots, going to be representing North America at the Spring Royale. All the spots have been secured. We will get into your full list of players here, I'm sure, in a little bit. But we are going to get into game number 1 right now. As Marky Moo and Sandstorm started out
same matchup,
in
same
your Spring
exact
Championship Grand Finals.
Yeah, this one's going to be good. I mean, you know, this is the question. We've been watching Priya all day and all weekend, really, from various weekends. But Sandstorm really the only one in North America outside of Wubs to make it all the way into the top 8, right? There are some people, I think, in the top 16 and top 32 side of things that were able to do pretty well. But this is the last Priya standing. And in the Grand Finals, winner's side, no less. And so Marky has a lot of work to do here, especially with Sandstorm going ahead and throwing these chakrams, hitting that NSIG, and,
we're just
you know, queuing up yet another pair. They're fighting an arm. Marky gets to spawn favored to his side, but you know Sandstorm's going to get one right on his side now. And yeah, we back at it again. He's throwing that fused sidelight, yeah.
He's trying to go ahead and get the knockout off that fused version of the sidelight. Trying to get an earlier knockout on Marky Moo. Marky Moo's going to have a hard time getting back up the stage. Sandstorm going to lay it down. Maybe a down sig come flying out. No, Marky Moo is going to be able to take just an easy stroll right onto the left side of the map. Sandstorm keeps him off the weapon. There we go. Going to go ahead and send him out. And Sandstorm is the first to strike as he is up 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Sandstorm make great use of that side light into the down light to refuse the chakrams, but also get that added knockback to lead to the KO there. But Marky Moo's still trying, man. You know, he's been so close to finding the solution to this character, and he even won some games, you know, lost to literally nobody else but Sandstorm today, and so trying to see if he can reconcile that. But having a tough time, having to go for wonky plays like jumping off stage, gravity cancel, side lighting into the wall to then recover Sandstorm to find his knockouts. But on the other side, Sandstorm has to get his chakrams, has to split them up, and then get these down airs or falling nairs and combo those into recoveries to get KOs off the top.
Oh, nice grab. He gets a
Ooh.
sidelight from
Hold
a
on.
Sandstorm.
You were getting
Marky
naughty
though,
with
get
it.
the reversal, but wait, he might overcook. No, he's got the nair, pulled Sandstorm back
Nah,
out.
he's not
How
gonna
are they
commit to
both
another kill
still-
combo like that. He's
how
not
are they
gonna
both
commit
neither
to a
one knocked out
KD
after that?
combo.
Like it's like y'all both made it back.
Right, like,
Okay.
What?
No,
I guess
not
y'all
against
just that good though.
Sandstorm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Sandstorm piecing up Marky yet again though. Those nairs into the recoveries are just so hard to deal with. Even the recovery on its own will just cover so many dodge options that it's a tad bit ridiculous to try to work around. But Marky
That was a
trying to
nice
find a
fair.
way, not gonna be able to get a punish on that side sig because Sandstorm does it away from him, and the
Okay.
built-in movement
Delight
to
for the
sig
combo
is
start?
just too
Oh,
much
okay.
for the dog to be able to keep up with. But we'll see here. Marky trying to get back.
Woo! Barely
squeezes
barely
by.
outspaced that
You know,
breakdance.
contorts himself a little bit, I guess, to get past Sandstorm, but somehow
No,
they're
no,
both still
no.
alive here.
I'm just looking at the back and forth, the teeter-totter of gameplay that we're seeing in game number 1, and I think we might need chairs and seatbelts for this grand final, Slambo, because this is going to be a ride.
Yeah, no, strap in. You know, we're gonna be here for a minute. You know, make sure that you know, you got everything done before we go. Make sure you've taken your peeps and poops because I don't want to hear nothing once we're on this ride.
Right? We are not pulling over for any reason.
Oh, Sandstorm, dang, comboing off the wall.
Jeez.
Going in again, brother.
Marky with a nice unarmed recovery, though, to clear the air, get the spacing,
it.
and get the stock. Well played from Marky Moo.
Yeah, no, you got to give it up, man. Marky, somehow you know able to find the stock despite the fact that I mean
Trying to
Sandstorm
cash
was
out really
getting
early
West
in the
Coast custom with
combo.
those combos off the side of the
Ooh, he had the
stage
right
there.
read.
I
He
was like,
just
dang,
chased.
Exhibit really
He
was
had the
ready to
right
pull
read.
up. But now things are looking a little bit better for Marky Moo. The stock count is the same.
Yeah.
The damage is roughly even. You know, he hasn't gotten his dub on Sandstorm yet today. He'd love to start this set off 1-0 and go for a reset. Can he do it, though? I mean, Sandstorm has a mash recovery. Marky has to find a way down and find a setup for the KO.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask. Sandstorm does have the advantage here. This could go either way as Marky Moo putting that scythe on him. Sandstorm retreats, gets back up on stage, hits him with the sidelight. Ooh, Marky Moo, can he find it? No, he whiffs the dare.
That weapon is so fast. You saw he said, oh, you whiffed, I'm gonna try to get around you. And Sandstorm said,
Ooh,
nope,
what a
I
sig.
can cover that. And he covers the rest of that stock as well with that neutral sig on chakrams. And that's gonna be Marky Moo going down one game in the set, but keeping it close and keeping it competitive. And that's the way it's been literally every game he's had against Sandstorm today. It's really been a matter of can he close it out. And the Priya has proven to be too much of a barrier for him in that regard thus far. But there's still time.
I think we're getting a swap. We are. We are going to change up the signature kit just a little bit, and we're going to put Spear on the table, which I think is smart. I think it's smart. Yes, he is a Mordex.
Mirage
Marky had a
time.
hand.
All right.
You know,
His
right?
Cassidy would cook, I'm telling you.
Swear. But I mean, you've been on the Cassidy train all weekend though, bro.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, it's true. But I'm just saying, like, in the hands of this guy, like, come on. You know, but that's not what we have here. I mean, this Mirage obviously not bad at all for Marky Moo. And at some point, when things haven't been working, you have to try something
Chakrams
new.
look mad
Had his
scary to get
winner's
touched
set.
by.
Things didn't work out on the Mordex. We're over here on the grand finals side of things, trying to find a way to secure this victory. Mirage is definitely not a bad option here. We've seen him play it before to great success. Who's to say that can't happen now?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I definitely think the Mordex wasn't getting it done. That was pretty obvious. And he had all the
required
data
too many
from
close
the first set to
encounters
go
that
off
benefited
of.
Chakram.
Plus,
Holy
ooh,
damn.
there we go. Good stock from Marky Moo,
Okay.
plus the data from game number 1, and he made the decision. All right,
Is
look,
Mirage the
Mordex
secret
isn't working.
the
We're
secret
gonna switch it
ingredient?
over, put Spear in the
Hold
mix.
up.
Still
We kinda
have that
cooking
scythe
different
to
now.
fall back on.
Hold on.
Maybe mix things up. a
Come
little
on,
bit.
Marky Moo, I'm rooting
Sandstorm,
for you.
There we go. Gonna confirm.
All
the
right,
stock
all right,
there. We are
Sandstorm,
all
right back
tied
with the
up
retaliatory
on stock
kill.
number 2.
And you know what? I respect the choice as well.
Gotta do
Part
the
of
slide
kind of
drop kick,
counterplay
feel me?
we've seen, at least from Marky, in terms of dealing with chakrams, is swapping
Yeah, that neutral
legends,
air is
whether
so
it be
scary.
on win or lose, right? Just kind of constantly refreshing the matchup that Sandstorm has to go up against and adapt to try to see if maybe he can eke a win over that way. But it's just been so hard for him today. You know, he tries to go for the YOLO ground pound. Sandstorm already piecing him up because of it. You trying to throw him
Big
food
hits.
processor.
Not trying to commit to anything too crazy. Spot dodge is
Damn.
definitely getting
Oh
punished.
my goodness, Sandstorm.
Oh.
There you go, hit him again. Saw him back over to Chakrams. He had him primed. Grabbed a kick.
Ooh,
The
good
side
breakdown.
sig is going to get punished from Markimu. Can he follow up? No, he misses the landing off the side. There we go, another side light. He's getting really good at swapping those. And Sandstorm is going to come from the stock. And man, it is starting to just fall away right through Markimu's fingers. It is so unfortunate, but Sandstorm is starting to heat up.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
the
my
down
God,
sig
what a
definitely gonna go ahead and
down
bring things back
sig.
there.
Holy
was
fuck.
wondering when that one would make an appearance. I mean, when you pick Mirage, you got to press it at least once.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't
Just
matter
once?
which weapon you use. You just gotta,
That's such
you gotta
a good
represent it. You
sig,
gotta let
dude.
them know.
It's such a
So,
good sig.
There we go.
Trying to
Now
jump on
Sandstorm
me,
has been
you die.
informed. He
Trying to
has
approach
received
me,
the
you
memo.
die. You're
But
trying to
you
contest
do
me
a
with
little
the
bit more than
button,
that if you're
you
marking.
die.
That D-Light here is going to be a great start.
It's a great
Sandstorm
button.
finessing his way in the corner, trying to keep Marky oppressed, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Stand too
Marky
close
needs to
to me,
touch the
you
stage.
die.
There he go. Touches just
Like,
the very
actually.
tip corner of Demon Island,
Ooh,
but
what a turn on the
hasn't
sword.
been able to win. Yeah, he's stuck in the neutral game. Hold on, chance. Tries to go for the read. Wanted the game to end there. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have too. That,
Now-
there
oh,
it is.
wow.
Okay, we are tied up 1-1. Markimu. The Mirage
That barely had the
swap
momentum to
is going to
kill.
help him out, get at least something in the win column for my man Markimu. And we're going to be all tied up into game number 3 as we take a look at these replays.
Yeah, I mean, Marky Downtig being the name of the game for him this time around, got, what, 2 out of 3 KOs with it. One of them, you know, he threw a little weapon throw first to kind of stagger Sandstorm there, and then went for the Downtig. But it looks like he's going to be sticking with the Mirage as well, feeling a little bit more confident on this. Clearly was able to get the victory with it, which the Mordex are struggling to do. And honestly, the KO condition, I think, is just simpler, you know? Like, when you're sitting here on Mordex, right, you're, like, trying to get all these scythe reads or whatever. You hop on Mirage, bro, you know, once you've hit the dude enough, if you land a D-Light, that's it, you know? And it's like, all right, if I don't want to land a D-Light, I'll press one of these heavy buttons. They're all good because I'm Mirage, right? Sometimes you need just, like, that little reprieve in your brain to make things feel a little bit more accessible. So we'll see if victory can find Markimu's way.
I do worry a bit about the ability of Markimu to be able to win 5 more. I do worry about running out of steam, having to go, you know, back-to-back sets against Priya, against Sandstorm's Priya.
It's true.
A very exhausting weapon to play
Yeah,
against.
Mirage
and
is
I
really
do
taking
worry
an
about that a little
aggressive
bit if
lead
this
on here,
does
on
go
this.
the entire distance. I think,
Mirage, actually,
Markimu
what is
really
this the
needs to
miracle
if
here?
he's gonna get this done, he needs
Yeah,
to get it
because
done
it
as
combines
early
the
as
best
possible.
of Mordex, his keep
and
out and
Edgar's
explosive
just
potential,
having
well, his explosive
been
potential
so
and his
smooth with it.
ability to
Acting,
combo off a
man.
read,
You know, he gets
plus
Sandstorm
Mirage's
off stage, the
immaculate
weapon
keep out
throw is just
potential
mid. Like,
because
it's
of
not good
spear.
enough to force Sandstorm to dodge. And so because Sandstorm still has that dodge on the way back to the stage, Markimu is having a much tougher time confirming
Nice.
the knockouts. There we go.
Man,
He gets the
get
punish on
your
the
ass
chocolate
here.
recovery there with
Yeah.
that side
That's
air
what that
to
was.
go ahead and close things out. But you're going to have to, you know, try to be a
I'm not
little
gonna lie.
bit more
I think no
consistent,
matter who
especially
does
with
it,
weapon
weapon
throws, man.
starving
The weapon
as a
throws
whole
after
is
hit
just
someone
really
off stage
corny.
can sometimes be one of
I'm that type of player where I will
easiest
stare at
parts of
you
the
until you
guard, so
pick your
wanna
weapon
make
up.
sure you're locking in there, and that's
Because it's like,
almost
bitch, pick it up.
disaster for Sandstorm.
Pick it up.
Markimu landing one side, so
Pick
he goes for
it
2
up.
though.
I'm not
Alright, we're
gonna
seeing
beat
the
you while you
helicopter
unarmed,
come
bro.
into play
What do I look
here.
like?
Sair.
Cop?
Ooh, he
Nah,
missed the
dog.
signature and Sandstorm right there
You
to
pick up this
punish it.
motherfucking
But
weapon,
can
we
he
finna
get-
duke it out like men.
Markimu finds his
Or
way,
women. I'm an equal
puts the
opportunity
recovery in there,
employer.
Gets the
If you
path
finna
back
get this
up on
work out of the way,
stage,
my
and now
G.
he is trying to lock in on Sandstorm. The dare Sair from Sandstorm
Look
on
at
the
this.
split.
Beautiful.
Who picked him up
There's
with
the
his
combo.
inboard.
He got the
He's gotta
read.
Stop, but the recovery's gonna finish it.
That
And
the
now Sandstorm has
delight right
Markimu
there?
on a
No,
game
that
of
wasn't delight. That
stock
was dare.
here.
That dare was a nasty
And
ass
Marky
read.
definitely wants
That
to
was a
win this one.
disgusting
Go
ass
down,
read. He was like, he's not gonna
get 2-1
recover.
against
He's not gonna
Sandstorm on
dodge
the
this.
elimination side of
He's
Grand
gonna
Finals.
eat
It's
this.
gonna feel
And
like
he capitalized.
so
Wow,
much
what a play
more
from
work
Sands
to
from
do
there.
to try to bring yourself back into this tournament. So we'll see here, but he's getting
That
mixed up.
can cheat
Not
you
looking good for
onto
Marky. Marky
stage
can't
if you're
get
at the
down
right
to
height.
Mirage.
I don't know
Seemingly
what
not
homie
the
was trying to
answer.
do here, though.
Tries to go for the N6. Sandstorm doesn't fall for it. Splits those chakrams up, and you know he's here to go ahead and put on all this extra pressure here in the center of the stage. Goes for the down sig, the first one we've seen this set, I think. And Markimu at this point is on borrowed time. What is he going to do in this game
that's it.
number
This is
4?
Go Nets.
We
This
are
is
going to
cooked.
see because
Yeah,
this game's
I knew
over.
it. This
Yeah,
was
go
cooked.
next. One thing you pointed out too, that down sig is so useful, and he hasn't really been using it very much. It can pick up very, very easily, catch your opponent off guard.
Huge plays. But Mirage is definitely the right pick. You just need to, Markimu needs to change the approach so it's more appropriate, because he's still playing Mirage when she has Scythe. He's playing her like she's Mordex, and that's what's getting her clapped. Mordex has a lot of great counter hitting tools. He's got a lot of like silly frames. So you can do a lot with him. But Mirage is not the same way. She's a lot more quintessential. You know, she's got solid frames. She does solid damage. She's just everywhere, and she's got a tool for every problem. But because of that, she excels in nothing for the most part. She's incredibly readable. All of her SIGs are pretty reactable. You can get nasty reads with them if your opponent's really asleep at the wheel. But for the most part, if you know what you're doing, Mirage is pretty easy to punish and pretty easy to stay away from. So we're mixing it with Dalsum? Who's Dalsum? Who is that? Who's Dalsum?
Axe.
Core? I think he's Core.
This is Markimu. When have we seen him?
No, not Core. Has to be
swap off to a Dalsum?
Zol?
Literally
No,
never.
it can't be Zol.
But when
Terras.
your back's against the
No.
wall, hey, you gotta
Who
figure something
stretches?
out. And Markimu,
Rayman?
he's someone who, you know, if he has an idea of something that'll work,
Rayman
he'll
doesn't
try
have
it out.
hammer though, does he?
So far,
He's
I mean,
got
this
gauntlets
Axe, I haven't seen Axe
and-
really do super
Oh, it's
well.
Axe! Yeah, it's
Don't
Rayman.
keep it a
It's
buck. I
Rayman.
feel like hammer,
Okay.
Yeah.
much easier,
Sorry, I
but
thought the
on
giant
Axe
shovel
side
was
of
a
things, I think
fucking
they just kinda get mixed
hammer
up
or
like
some
this.
shit.
It
But it's Axe.
feels like
So
it
it's
should be a good
Axe
idea
plus
because they have these
gauntlets
circular hitboxes,
plus
but I just
stretchy
think the
buttons
outframe data is
equals
too bad.
Rayman.
You're out there in the air and it's naring you. What are you gonna stuff it with? You don't have anything fast enough.
I can't believe we made the Rayman pick. I cannot believe it, because you really need to make your, in order to play Rayman effectively, your opponent has to respect Rayman.
Axe not
Nice.
so much.
Barely
Even
lived.
the times we've
Barely
seen Terra's
lived that.
players go up against Chakra,
Hit by
they
Chakra.
tend to get rid of the axe and
Okay.
favor that hammer.
There's the
Markimu has
gauntlets.
those gauntlets back in hand. See what he's gonna be able to do with them. Sandstorm's gonna clean
Just
up that
swinging
stock
it
pretty
there.
easily. And this is about
Come on, Mark, you
the
gotta
worst
lock in.
position Markimu has been in the beginning of a game.
You're playing way too
Yeah,
aggressive.
Markimu
Chakrams
needs to
are
figure
eating
out
you
an answer.
alive
I mean,
because of their
This Axe,
offensive
he's
capabilities
looking a little
off the
unseasoned there,
defense.
right? He has Sandstorm stacked on top of him. He's trying to figure out how to punish him.
just
The
trying
answer
to
is he has to
swing,
dash and
swatting
pick
the
either side
flies.
and do an end light. Instead, that's
He's not spacing out
quite
his
the
axe
way that
properly.
He tries to respond, and so now
Oh, we're done.
it's not looking good for
Nah, we're
Marky.
done.
Yeah, he's getting minced up, and you can see at this point he's kind of zoning out here, going for these wild plays. You can tell he's
Yeah,
more or
he's looking
less
for
checked
something to
out.
bring his mental
Sandstorm
back in, but
on this Priya, seemingly being able to
damn,
demoralize
Priya
his
looks
opponents.
obnoxious.
They're on the brink of
Sandstorm is
despair. I mean,
cooking.
you got him on the side looking like Bunny or Experience in the olden days, you know?
Damn.
He's
checked out.
Yeah,
I
this
know.
is the
what can you do?
deconstruction of
he's
someone's
literally doing
mental.
nothing but watching cutscenes for the last 2 minutes.
Hey,
That's
right.
all he's doing is watching a cutscene.
Hideo Kojima has made some of my favorite games. You know, watching cutscenes isn't all bad. But
I don't know
for
what that
Marky
Kojima
Moo, it
joke had
definitely
anything
is.
to
I
do
mean,
with games.
Times are ticking here. He's camping the side. He's had just
Or-
about enough.
or
We're gonna
at
see
least
if
anything to do with
first
this
knock off of
game.
Sandstorm.
There it is.
Just
Nice,
for the
there it
yellow
is.
ground pound,
Bring your
because,
mental back.
You know what?
You're good.
Why not? But
Yeah, throw
it's
that away.
feeling like
You
it's a
need to
matter
stick
of
on
moments
gauntlets. You
here.
need to
We'll
keep
see
the
if he answers
contact short
back.
and
I'm not
sweet.
feeling optimistic about it.
The damage
I'm not either.
explosive.
I mean, this is Brawlhalla,
and
I've
the
seen some
neutral
crazy
relatively
things happen
safe.
in my years with this game,
And you get that
but
with
we are
gauntlets, you
seeing
get
a
that with
little
sight.
pep from Markimu
But you
now.
also get
See,
that with
he's got those
chakrams
gauntlets
and
in
sword.
hand. He's only a stock behind. This is totally doable, Flambeau. But man, it would take it to a game 5, and then he would still have to reset it and do it all over again.
And you see Sandstorm's doing down airs out of his stun now whenever, oh, he's getting missed
Oh,
up. And
yeah,
that's
he
going to
died.
be GG.
Top of screen kill. It's
Sandstorm
over.
is going to be your spring championship winner over Marky Moo, and also the both of them will be going to the Spring Royale. So at the end of the day, everybody wins.
Yay, except for Balloon Boy.
Yeah, and Guichi Boo. And the rest of the bracket.
And the
but,
rest
like,
of everybody else, yeah.
That's how it be, you know? it is what it be, what it do. Wiser words have never been spoken.
It do be indeed, Flambeau.
That was
it do
sick.
be indeed. And we're going to take a look at this, take a look at the replays here, man. Sandstorm definitely turned up in that
Definitely some
last
good plays.
game.
Definitely some good
Marky
plays.
Moo, unfortunately,
I
it
should
didn't
have
seem he
definitely
stood
changed
a
this
chance.
stream
That
title
ground
to
pound was
watching the
about the
Brawlhalla
brightest
tourney,
light
or
we
which is
saw
the spring bracket.
in that last game. But like my brother said, Sandstorm is your spring champion for North America. And wow,
That was sick.
Look
That
at
was
graph.
GG's.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
Nah, I wish I watched the other 4 hours of this
Like-
shit.
Like, what is there
Damn
to
it.
say, bro? You got
Next time.
Yeah.
I
don't know, bro. I'm about to become a scat man. Boop-a-dee-bop-beep-up-boop. Like, I don't, you know. I don't know
Scatman is crazy.
what to say about that. You got rocked. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get rocked. You know, sometimes you have that banger game 10 grand finals where it's really close. And then sometimes you have you try your heart out for the first few games, you get to the last game, you're like, bro, I don't know what to do. This is getting nerfed next week.
This is getting nerfed next week. It's crazy.
I get it, bro.
It feels like
Well
everything is about to
fought,
change next week
yeah.
for fighting games.
Hard-earned.
I don't know what's going to
Sandstorm
happen with Guilty
outplayed
Gear. I might do a
every
video
single
on
person today.
what's going on with Guilty
And
Gear
I
and
need
what
y'all
it
to know
means
that
for
he's
Guilty Gear
just
going
the best
forward.
player in the room.
Because ultimately it
Always.
means nothing at
That's
all.
my goat.
Because
Yep.
it's illegally
I mean,
leaked source code. Like,
he's done
if
it
you
more
don't think
times than anyone.
Japan, the owner,
man.
the proud owner
It
of
really
one
is
of the
the
most
winner curse for him,
litigious
bro.
entertainment
As soon as
companies
Winter Championships
in the
ships
world,
over, he's just like, all right,
named
it's time to
Nintendo,
play now.
will not come
I think
after
I
you
rage
for trying to
baited Will.
produce a new product
Maybe.
using
Maybe.
their source
Okay, I just had
code.
to check.
I mean, I kind
Brother,
of figured
I
he
got
was
a
gonna
beachfront
have
property
something
in the Sahara to
prove
sell
this
you.
weekend because, you know, we talked about it
Because
earlier. He did-
no, they're
he did
they're
not
coming after
do
your
well
ass.
at
If they see you
Maximum. He
using
had a
the
very
source code for
rough
any reason,
weekend,
they coming
and
after your
my
ass.
man redeemed
Whether you
himself.
leaked it or not, if you are
That
putting any content out there that's using the
Chance
source code, they are
1v1
going to
is
come after you.
done.
So
We're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
all
it.
I
That's
see is
it.
someone who
But
did
you
this for
guys
the
should
who did that
tune
for the
in
love of the game and
next
nothing
week,
more.
though,
Yes.
because we will
You know, there
have
couldn't have been
Spring
any money into it because there's not amount. There's no amount of money
doubles, and
any
y'all
one
definitely
person or
won't
group
wanna
could
miss
give
that.
you
But as
that would
for
allow you to
today,
stand up to
that's
the
gonna be
litigious
it
nature
for
of
me and my
Japan.
buddy Slow
Fuck
Motion. We'll
that.
catch y'all
No
next
way.
time here on twitch.tv/Brawlhalla. Good night.
That was sick. Good game.
Say,
That was
of
a
course,
good
my
game.
mom's not watching because she doesn't love it. But you can love your
But bam. Yeah. But yeah, the source code really. I'm just more worried about people reverse engineering the net code and trying to figure out ways to backdoor it and shit. You know, type shit. It just. I don't think anything serious is gonna come of it. But for sure, I think that it's definitely not a good thing that the entirety of Guilty Gear's source code was just leaked, because that's always bad. That's always bad. I don't know. I'm not too sure if netcode is a part of the initial source code, but I wouldn't see why it's not, because source code is basically like the cement layer of your house. You know, you need to like consider every room in the house before you lay that cement foundation. Otherwise, when you find that you want to add another room, it's a lot more work to basically deconstruct parts of the house in order to retroactively fit that in. So most games, I'm pretty sure, have their netcode baked into their source code, just so it makes that process a bit more streamlined. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, and Tekken 8 getting changed up, hopefully for real this time, on Tuesday, the 13th. Dead by Daylight's getting reset on the 13th, which is also great. A lot more content being planned, and we got a lot more people that are going to be joining us in on the content. So yeah, stick around. I think I'm going to hop off real quick. I will come back, and when I come back, hopefully the aspect ratio is better, and yeah, we'll play some Hala. Let me see if I can convince someone to play some Hala with me in a bit. Yeah, but for sure.